Neil, I got something to say just for you, okay?
What's that?
Go Pacers.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to a new episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are doing two movies that were out there at the movie theater, or the movie theater. No, one's on streaming. Are out there for your viewing pleasure out in that wonderful world. And today, the first one that we did was Deep Cover, starring Bryce Dallas Howard.
I told you how it works.
The Cullens have powers.
Don't underestimate them, Riley. You'll have the numbers, but they'll be able to anticipate your every move.
According to your friend.
Yes, my dead friend.
Where's that from, Neil? Tell me.
Is that from Rocket Man?
Well, he said the Coen family, so where's it from?
Oh, that's is that from Twilight?
Yeah, it's just from Twilight. I went hard, dude. It went hard.
So the other day I actually saw something where the guy was talking about how Twilight is two people, a gaslighter and a groomer fighting over one girl.
That sounds right.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is.
And then the gaslighter becomes the groomer.
Okay. That works.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's weird.
All right. Orlando Bloom, everybody.
Come on. You know, there is nothing greater than deciding in your life that things maybe really are black and white. And this guy, Ben, who clearly takes you for granted, who serially takes advantage of you, is bad. And what I am saying is good. See what I mean? You shouldn't be the substitute for anybody.
Neil, where's that from?
That is going to be from Carnival Row.
Elizabethtown.
I'm sorry, what was it from?
Elizabethtown.
I was close. I was really close. I mean, a show that he was in that nobody cared about. Yep.
It was a movie, yeah.
And then I'm going to guess there's only one place you'd have got a clip for this guy from.
For sure.
Nick Mohammed.
The great Roy Kent. You're old now. And slow. And your focus drifts. But your speed and your smarts were never what made you who you are. It's your anger. That's your superpower. That's what made you one of the best midfielders in the history of this league. But I haven't seen it on the pitch at all this season, Roy. I mean, you used to run like you were angry at the grass. You'd kick the ball like you'd got it fucking your wife, Christ's sake. But that anger doesn't come out anymore when you play. But it's still in there. And I'm afraid of what it's going to do to you if you just keep it all for yourself.
There we go. We from Ted Lasso.
Roy Kent. Yeah. Roy Kent. He's there. He's there. He's every Roy Kent. Yeah. Roy Kent. Anyway.
Yeah. Love Roy Kent.
And then the great, the lovely, the always dead Sean Bean.
You think my life is some precious thing to me? That I would trade my honor for a few more years of what? Of what? You grew up with actors. You learned their craft and you learnt it well. But I grew up with soldiers. I learned how to die a long time ago.
Yeah, that's from
Emotional damage.
Yeah, that's right.
Damn.
Emotional baggage.
That is the cast and crew, some of the cast of crew of Deep Cover. We'll talk about that first, and then we'll talk about, secondly, the one movie that has been annihilating everybody at the box office. That's a lie.
Yeah,
that's
no,
a lie.
it's not.
That's a lie. It's a complete lie.
It's done pretty bad.
It should be, and we'll talk about that later. And that is Ballerina, first starring the ever so lovely Ana de Armas.
My mom was so strong. She kept us all going for 5 days until we made it. And I still remember how they looked at her on the beach. I just, wanted to be like her, strong and brave. So that's the day I decided I was never going to be afraid ever again. And I'm not.
Where's that from, Neil?
I have no idea.
From Ghosted.
Really?
Yeah. That's right.
Wow, that's insane. Was he in both movies?
Yeah, Ian McShane was in both movies. Yes.
Ian McShane, everybody, who was in both movies. I just didn't realize that.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, you can take the Continental, I've no doubt about that, but keeping it, that's a different matter entirely. My allegiances run way beyond this building.
We are high table.
And we are New York City.
That's all I need for that. It's perfect.
That's all you need. That's a great one. That's a great one. Also, the beautiful Angelique Houston.
I have it on good authority that before your rather embarrassing debut, the prince was about to choose Marguerite to be his bride. Men are so fickle, aren't they? 1 minute they're spouting sonnets, and the next you're back to being the hired help. Although I must say, I've never seen you quite this dedicated in your chores.
I'm stumping you today.
I have no idea. My brain's somewhere else. Let's be honest right now. But give me a second. Let me think about it.
Okay.
Let me think about it for just 2 seconds. I'm gonna say that was from The Witches.
No, I almost know which is better with Ever After.
Ever After. Oh, it was fairy tale.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Hey. All right, also in this movie is Gabriel Byrne.
You know, Phil, I never wanted to go away. I know we said it was all over and everything, but you were always in my heart, Phil. Always.
I'm going to give you a hint what the movie is that from. Johnny Depp's in it.
Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Dead Man. Do you remember Dead Man?
So close. Yeah, of course I remember Dead Man. Man, you like literally got sound bits for every actor in this movie.
I did.
The one and only Keanu Reeves. And I want to know. Okay, go ahead. I want to figure out which.
You got this one.
I had a kid.
Oh, no.
Rajon was so excited when he got me after Christmas. It was the happiest Boxing Day of my life.
That's Duke Kaboom, riding the amazing Kaboom stunt cycle. Kaboom!
I was ready to finally do what I was made to do.
Kaboom!
But when Rajon realized I couldn't jump as far as the toy in the commercial... It's a commercial! It's not real! Rajon threw me away! It's not fair! Why, Rajon?
I
know Kung Fu.
Where's that from?
I know Kung Fu.
That's also Keanu Reeves, but I picked from what?
It's from Toy Story 4. Everybody knows that. Anyway, and the one last but not least, in fact, he's one of my favorite twin brothers in all of history.
One of them.
I was wearing.
One of them.
I was wearing I had the armbar on earlier, but I turned it to shut the fuck up. The one and only Mr. Daryl Dixon himself, Norman Reedus.
Oh wait, it's my turn, right? I never eaten frozen yogurt. Never had a pet pony. Never got nothing from Santa Claus. Never relied on anyone for protection before. Hell, I don't think I've ever relied on anyone for anything.
Daryl.
Never sung out in front of a big group out in public like everything was fun. Like everything was a big game. I sure as hell never cut my wrist looking for attention.
Yeah, that's him, Daryl Dixon.
Oh, I thought that was from Marilyn Manson's music video, Don't Chase the Dead.
No, he's not. I mean, he's in that one, but no.
No. All right, Chris, that's Ballerina. We're going to be talking about that next. Chris, tell everybody where we're located.
Well, you can find us online at moviesdontsuck.net. We're on Facebook.com/Movies Don't Suck Podcast. We're on Instagram, TS Podcast. We're on Blue Sky, Movies Don't Suck Podcast. We're on, we're on Patreon, Patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. You guys want merch, go to, look up Blackwood Dash Productions and T-Pump. You can find a shirt there. Or some movies don't suck and some new bonfire. You'll find stuff there, shirts and stuff Neil has made. We're also affiliated with WTMnet.com. It's W2, moviesnet.com. You'll find us there on a bunch of podcasts. We're going to find podcasts, find movies on something can something to do. If you guys want a free sticker, just message us at one of those things, and we'll definitely get that over to you for free. You know, who we talking about today? It can't be the Pacers.
Today. No, it can't be the Indiana Pacers.
Neil, tell the audience what you're doing tonight.
As soon as I literally get off of this, I am going to be going to what's that thing called? It's I believe it's
basketball. Give me the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Basketball. Give me the ball because I'm gonna dunk it.
I'm going to Game 7 of the Indiana Pacers. If you guys listen to this, you guys know I'm a huge Pacers fan, and against the Oklahoma City Thunder. So hopefully I don't get shot and killed in my Pacers shirt tonight.
That's true.
Yay!
Yeah, I know.
But that is awesome. So that's going to be cool. But before that, we still have to give a shout out to a local business today. And that local business is going to be the Criterion. Yes, the Criterion. I was just there this past Wednesday to see the lovely Guar.
It looks fancy, dude.
I know, but it's like punk rock. They're gonna have a Thunder watch party today as well at 7:00. All Time Low's gonna come there soon. There's Trivium's coming there soon. This place is literally awesome. Here's me in front of it. Yay! Yeah, there's Taylor Swift with Guar. Guar was there. This is a picture from a professional photo artist, that Static Axe that night. I mean, this place is just beautiful. It was located in the heart of Oklahoma City's bustling Bricktown district. The Criterion emerges as the city's premier spot for unforgettable live moments since its grand opening in 2016. It's the modern venue and has rapidly evolved into much, much more. At the heart of Bricktown's vibrant pulse, the Criterion isn't just a venue, it's a landmark of culture and entertainment excellence in Oklahoma City, a place not just for events, but for creating moments that resate and inspire. Join them anytime for live music, and there's so many. I mean, I was sitting here going through the list just now of like what shows are coming up, Chris. I mean, these are some of the bands. I mean, Modest Mouse, Irritation, Lyle Love It, Yellow Wolf 45. Let's see, Ice Nine Kills, Kim Dracula, Curtis Connor, Calypso and the Earth Gang, Chevelle with Alexander, Asking Alexander. The list just goes on. Everclear is going to be there. Everclear? I didn't even know they were still touring.
Yeah, Alex is doing shit still, apparently.
It's the 30th anniversary, and it's Everclear's Local H and Sponge. And it's on my birthday. Weird. Awesome.
There you go.
Rainbow Kitten Surprise, Maddox, Long Wet Leg, Japanese drums music, Garbage. I mean, like, literally these.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So this is a good venue. Guys, if you get a chance, you're in the Oklahoma City area and you want to go check out good music, it is a place. They also have local bands there on days that the big bands aren't there. Nice venue, beautiful time. I mean, I went to that side of the bar a few times. I got a Guar shirt too.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna cover blood?
Oh yeah, that's what you saw in the picture. If you this was right after.
Oh, so you keep the blood. You're not gonna wash it, right? You're gonna keep the blood in that shirt, right?
Oh yeah, here. In fact, it's right here.
You can't wash the blood out, you know. Oh, you gotta.
No. I got it like literally. Here's the pants. Here's the shoes. Yeah, but there is the and the front is all that it got it. None of the back got it. So yeah. This is my blood covered shirt from Guar.
That's awesome.
And then I made my own pants, and they got completely covered in blood too, but you can't really see a lot because I put these online. So if any you guys want to follow me on Neil Blackwood or Neil Blackwood 316 on Instagram, but yeah, they got covered too. They got blood all over them.
Nice.
And even on the back, I wrote because I didn't want to have paint on the back, so
Sure.
I wrote it in the marker.
Yeah.
Fuck this place.
I'm glad you had a good time at war, dude.
Oh, dude, it was great, man. Me and my buddy Seth, like, literally just got after we got back, we literally got drunk till like 5 a.m. in the morning, and like every 10 minutes we just look at each other and be like, we just saw Guar.
Yeah, it's one of those bands that you don't really understand until you see live. You know, I feel like.
Oh my God, I know. It's nothing you can understand until you've seen it. And talk about things you've seen. Chris, why don't we talk about a movie? Let's talk about Deep Cover.
Deep Cover, directed. Oh shit, I don't have any information. Give me 1 second. Why did I do that?
Oh my gosh, Chris.
I know, Neil. It's okay.
I gave you plenty of time. I gave you a setup and everything.
Yeah.
Chris doesn't like me today.
No, actually, like, was directed by Tom Kingsley. He's directed such things as Black Pond, Darkest Universe, the Doctor Who episode, and this is a feature he did. It is stars. It's written by Derek Connolly and Colin Trevorrow of 69 Guaranteed. This stars Bryce Dallas Howard's Cat.
I told you how it works.
Orlando Bloom as Marlin.
Come on. You know,
Nick Mohammed as Hugh.
The great Roy Kent.
Sean Bean as Billings.
You think my life is some precious thing to me?
This also stars Sonia Mizuno, Ian McShane as Metcalf.
Or you can take the Continental. I know.
And this also stars Ben Ashton as Dawes, Alex Arno as Beverly, Lee Dorkel as Skinder. And Neil, why don't you go ahead and read the storyline for Deep Cover?
I don't know if I have enough breath for this. Three improv actors are asked to go undercover by the police in London's criminal underworld.
Yeah, so that's pretty.
That's it.
So this movie was it was getting a kind of a lot of buzz, and so like it was a couple of articles like this movie talked about a lot, and people were like it's all right, and that's how I feel about this movie. It's all right.
That's exactly okay. So like we both went in this and we were both pretty excited because we saw the trailer and we're like, oh yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard, Orlando Bloom. You don't really see Orlando Bloom out loud anymore. I think he's just at home being a daddy.
Yeah.
But
it makes
sense. He's made. He's made so much money and his wife makes him whatever. But and then of course. Nick Mohammed. And to be honest, out of the three, it just seemed like each one of them had a point in the movie where they were the most important part of it.
Also, the strange thing is, I got the idea the characters are pretty one-dimensional. You know, like they were just like there was almost really no growth in their characters. Not that I need that. No, not everyone needs that. It's just that I didn't. It was okay. But it has a problem I have with a lot of I guess a lot of British comedy. I guess because this is what this is. That where I sort of almost lose interest at a point.
Yeah, and well, like what I'm talking about is like it almost seemed like the first person that mattered was Orlando Bloom's character.
Mm-hmm.
And then none of the rest of them really mattered much.
Yeah.
And then Nick Mohammed kind of took over for a little middle part.
Yeah.
And then the end of the movie was all like Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
Actually, I think she got the beginning and end.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
they
she
got
got
the
the beginning
two
and-
parts in the middle.
But and that's okay because we have these three leads that you want to pay attention to. That's what they want. They want these three people, which are magnetic and come together as a team or whatever. But it was not as funny as I wanted it to be. It wasn't exciting as I wanted it to be. But it's a fine movie. But it does feel like a streaming movie, and that's
a string movie.
A streaming movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, you see what's coming out of theaters in the next couple weeks, and we have no fucking time for anything. I think this would have got buried at the theater, honestly.
This would have got buried. I would have buried it.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of those movies that's like, I don't think the humor works in spots that they wanted it to work in.
Mm-hmm.
And there's parts in there I was like, I think I'm supposed to laugh at this moment, but it didn't make me laugh.
Yeah.
And I mean, but it's still enjoyable by any means.
Yeah.
It still has a great little story. It has like a beginning and end that, I mean, it's very fluent of a story.
Yeah.
There are several parts of the movie that are very that like did kind of give me like a nice little chuckle. Pizza night is going to be one of those scenes. You guys, I'm not going to ruin what that means, but as soon as you see pizza night, you'll know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like it had spots where I was like, all right, yeah, I'm down, and then it just loses me right after.
Yeah, that's the problem with this movie. It's okay, like I said. It's got spots, and the storylines are pretty it's there. It's a comedy crime movie, right? Like I'm trying to get people we're just saying Vector now, but I want to give people an idea of what they're getting into if they decide to spend an hour and 39 minutes with this thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's decent. It's like one of those movies that you're like, all right, I watched that.
Yeah, and they've been really trying to push it because it's in the top 10 of Netflix or Amazon Prime right now. That's you guys can watch this on Amazon, and I think everyone has at least used it once or twice, and have that Prime account still going. They can watch this movie with Nick Mohammed, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Orlando Bloom, who I think are still, to me, they're in Chumbing, they're all stars, right? They're there, and it's not an embarrassing movie. It's a fine movie, and I can see people liking this a whole lot, but it didn't do that much for me. It wasn't awful by any means of stretch of the imagination. It was just there, and it's like Neil said, if you want to smoke a blunt and watch this, I'm not gonna be mad at you for doing that. That's your choice. But Deep Cover, it's on the Amazon Prime. My score in this, Neil, if you're ready to get to it, is 3.6, 3.5. Yeah.
I was just gonna say 3.5.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking for a reason to like this more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to look for a reason to
and it's not really that bad of a score. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's not, but it's just like I was hoping for better. I don't know what to say here. It's just like I really wanted this to be more funnier. I wanted this to be like a Ocean's 11. I wanted this to be like,
I wanted to be more clever. I wanted something.
Yeah,
clever.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
More clever, more something more like in your face. Like, okay, here it is. Here's some stuff. Here, laugh at this, or here's this. I mean, the three people, maybe they just didn't have enough chemistry. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, because like there's scenes where I was like, I think I should be laughing more here, or I should be like more entertained about this, and it just wasn't. And so, I mean, it's a movie. It's a movie to put in. It's not going to change the world. It's not going to give you any way feeling that you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Oh my God, I'm so upset. This ain't a political thriller. This ain't anything like that. This is just one of those movies. It exists. It's there. It's fun. It's got a couple cheap laughs in there. But that's about it. That's all I can say about it. I mean,
yeah, it's not bad, and it's all the actors know their shit how to act, and you know it's fine. It's just I guess need me to want it more. You know,
and 100% just so you guys understand this too. This is coming from me and Chris.
Yeah.
Though, and we both watch like a million things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like to us, this might not be. Maybe it is better for other people.
Yeah, it's possible, dude. It's 100% possible. Yeah.
It's 100% possible. So, but you know how we're going to determine that, Chris?
We're going to RottenTomatoes.com, right?
Does that make sense? Let's
Yeah.
go to RottenTomatoes.com.
Right. Yeah, I'm on RottenTomatoes.com right now. What is the audience score for Deep Cover?
Man, I am going to say, Chris, I'm going to have to say they're going to go 80%.
That's 100% correct, Neil. Jesus Christ.
Shut up!
Yeah,
I got it right.
All right, Neil.
You know why? You know why, Chris?
What?
You know why, Chris?
Why?
You know why, Chris?
Why?
Because today is Pacers Day. You know what? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
yeah, hopefully this is what the Pacers say to Oklahoma City.
I will fuck you, all right? I will enter you.
So, what is the critic score for Deep Cover?
What?
I said.
I will fuck you, all right? I will.
What is Neil? What is the critic score? We're just gonna do this for this episode. Just play clips with each other, right?
We're gonna play sound clips back and forth like two annoying DJs from the 80s.
Here's the fart song, but what's the yeah.
All right, anyway.
What's the critic score for Deep Cover?
Critic score is going to be 65.
91%. That's surprising.
Oh wow, they went higher.
Well, we also gotta realize that it's if they liked it, not liked it, not how much they liked it.
And how much they got paid to like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, maybe. What is the criticness is? Like any good improv comedy skit, Deep Cover treats them using setup with a freewheeling sense of fun while giving each other each of his performances that are time to shine. You know, if you're in improv, would you like to do improv or do you just like watching improv?
I would love to do improv. I think I would just go up there and kill it.
Oh, you try. We both try. So
I'll try.
I'll read a bad review and a good review. This is from Dustin Rowles at Bad Job. He says, "It's not right terrible, which speaks less to any redeeming quality and more how aggressively safe it is. It never takes a risk and never even tries." That's a fair thing to say.
I know.
Yeah, and this one right here is a. Hold on, I found one earlier that I really liked. That I felt like, yeah, here we go. Russ Simmons at KKFMI-FM in Kansas City. He says, Deep Cover is shallow, but mildly entertaining time waster. And that's how I felt about it.
That's the way everybody feels.
Yeah. That's how
right.
Maybe it says I'm in Kansas City and you're just recently, not recently, but you've lived there a couple of years, so we have that sort of feeling about it. So thanks, Russ Simmons, for
going to Kansas City.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Gonna have a good time.
Neil, I think you have some news queued up.
Go Pacers.
Go
What?
Pacers. Do you have some news queued up?
Yeah, I got news queued up. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
News. Movies don't suck and some that do news. I'm gonna read stuff. Chris is gonna like it. That's it. Period. One thing you're not gonna like: Daisy Ridley's Star Wars movie gets another disappointing update. They are pushing it back again. The Rey movie is on hold once again as both Sean Levy and James Mangold's Star Wars films are moving forward first, and the project is not canceled, it's just on hold.
All right, Neil, let's talk about this just for a second, okay? So when it comes to Daisy Ridley as a main character of Star Wars, do you think she can hold the candle to the other canon characters?
I mean, to be by any fault, I thought she did good in the Force Awakens.
Right, yeah.
Okay, she did good as Rey, period, over the entire last trilogy or whatever. It's not her fault the scripts weren't the best. You know what I'm saying? If you get told you're going to be a Star Wars character in the Star Wars universe and you're forever going to be in Star Wars, would you give a fuck what the goddamn script was?
No, I got a quick question though. Like, what are your favorite?
Daniel Craig literally went and just became a stormtrooper with a helmet on that you didn't even know he's in the movie.
He just wanted to be
just
in it.
because it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of the last three, what is your favorite of the three? The last three. I'm talking about
It's the one everybody hates. It's the one that everybody
the Last
hates.
Jedi, right? I love the Last Jedi.
Yeah, I love that scene between him and Kyle Ren.
Yeah, with the red, like, yeah, dude, it's dope.
I love that. I love that, and everybody hates it, and I'm like, I don't know why you fucking hate it. Fuck you. I don't know.
This is gonna make us sound like snobs, but I think because it was a director's vision that was executed and not exactly what they wanted. But we're snobs about it. But yeah, Last Jedi, actually, out of the last three, that's my favorite one. So, sorry, guys.
Chris, again, we have evidence who the next James Bond might be. Aaron Taylor Johnson already has the deal with the watch that we've already talked about 2 weeks ago with the same watch company. And now he's being asked questions when he's getting interviewed for other movies. What are you going to be? Oh, for 28 years later, which I'm guessing we're covering.
Oh, yeah. Tickets for Tuesday. I'm so excited.
Yeah. And he just keeps on repeating that he can't talk about it.
Dude, I can't. I want him to be James Bond so bad. He would be so good.
I do too. He's pretty kick ass, man.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, because he was kick ass.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he? But for a while I thought maybe he's a little too old now to play James Bond. I think, but Aaron Taylor Johnson's right in that age range where he can do it. He can get it.
Yeah,
he can get it.
You can get it. Talking about someone that can get it. Remember, we talked about one of our favorite movies last year, Roadhouse. Is getting a sequel. That's right, Jake Gyllenhaal's Roadhouse. Now, do you remember who the director is?
You gotta remind me. You have to remind me who it is.
The new director of Roadhouse 2, the other guy who directed, what was his name? I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. I can't find it either.
Okay.
Where is it? But anyway, the director of the first movie is out.
Okay.
The new director is some guy.
Yeah.
Some guy. It's just some guy.
Wait, no, it's not Guy Ritchie, is it?
It's Guy motherfucking Ritchie.
That's crazy.
And as of this past week, now signed on to play the bad guy is none other than former WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the guy that can tell you why Gamora. Yes, that's right. Batista is now on and as the villain.
Oh, he's playing the villain. That's awesome. I'm about that.
I mean, it's Dave Batista. He can do whatever the hell he can play a little girl in a tutu, and I believe it.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I want to mention that the first, the director of the first one was Doug Liman, who did Edge of Tomorrow, which we both liked.
Yeah, we did.
But anyway, Doug Liman, the first one. This is Guy Ritchie's next one. And guys, I know people shit on the new Roadhouse. Both me and Neil really enjoyed the new Roadhouse. So
I did too. I enjoyed it. My friends enjoyed it. I got buddies. We've talked about it drunkenly one night.
It was fun and violent, and everyone wanted. So
as of this Monday, the new Batman 2 Part 2 script has to be turned in.
The Batman.
So the Batman. With Matt. What's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
What is his name? Matt Ryan? What's his
name?
Matt
Reeves is what you're thinking of.
Matt Reeves. Yes. Yeah, Matt Reeves. So that is still in the works and going. Also, the DCU. Everybody said earlier this year that Sergeant Rock was canceled. James Gunn doesn't have any idea where they got that info from because that's not true. Sergeant Rock is still happening.
You excited for that?
So that's based off. Yeah, that'll be fun. I think that'll be a fun movie. Dragon's Lair, the video game, that's being done by Netflix is going to be adapted by Ryan Reynolds.
That sounds right. I feel like he could do that.
Because Dragon's Lair is more slapsticky, if I remember, like the little cartoon offer. And the director now is going to be James Bobin, who did The Muppets and The Muppets Most Wanted.
So I'm a big fan of the Muppets. So anything that has to do with them, I can.
Yeah, I know, dude. I mean,
what's your favorite? Who's your favorite Muppet?
Man, it was always a toss-up between Fozzie and Gonzo.
Yeah, I think I'm still a Kirby guy.
I love Gonzo because he was just annoying as hell and he like pissed everybody off just like I do constantly to everybody.
So you feel kinship with Gonzo?
My homie.
Yeah.
The Saws franchise has been purchased by Blumhouse.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that's gonna go. You know, like what Blumhouse does best is they make movies for cheap, and they're not that bad most of the time. So.
Yeah, I mean, the people over at Blumhouse said that Saw holds a special place in all our hearts. Coming back to this world with a fresh perspective and both thrilling and deeply personal. For me, it will mark a significant creative return of the Saw franchise. They're gonna kick it up, man. Yeah, they're gonna go back into it. So maybe they make a different Jigsaw guy since Tobin Bell's kind of nothing against Tobin Bell, but he is a little.
They could do a reset where it's just a completely different Saw world, same premise though. You know?
Yeah, 100%. Just trick us, man. Just keep tricking us. The man himself, he'll jump out of airplanes. He'll learn how to fly airplanes. He will do all that kind of crazy stuff, but he'll never win an Oscar until now. Tom Cruise is going to get the honorary Oscar this year, but not just him. Also, oh gosh, who's the other people? I had it right here. Dolly Parton, Debbie Allen, and Wynn Thompson are all getting honorary Oscars this year at the Oscar ceremony.
Oh, good for them. They get that thing that's not for acting, but still get it.
I mean, I think they literally deserve it. I mean, Tom Cruise has been around for all of our.
Yeah, did Harrison Ford get one yet?
Huh?
Harrison Ford get an Oscar yet? I think he's won.
Has he ever won an Oscar?
Yeah.
He's been nominated, but I don't think. No, he's never won an Oscar.
He's a good one. I feel like it.
I know.
Yeah, it was on in 1996 for Witness, which is kind of bullshit. He got a Lifetime Achievement Award from AFI, but maybe he'll get one. You know, Harrison Ford needs it. I feel like.
So, Chris, we've all been wondering. You know, it's obvious that Henry Cavill is going to be playing the Chris Lambert part of Highlander, right?
Yeah.
Who's going to be the Sean Connery?
Who's it going to be?
Russell Crowe will be coming into the Highlander series to take the part of the Sean Connery part.
He fits so well in that. Like, just thinking about Russell Crowe in that garb.
As long as he cuts a little bit of the weight. I'm not fat shaming or anything like that because I'm a fat guy, so I'm not, by any means fat shaming. But I think because the sword fight, I mean, I would be cutting weight if I was doing it because I'd be sword fighting every day.
Yeah.
To try to get my game up.
Yeah, so if he, I think he fits that hole though. I can see him in that role.
I'm down for it. I can't wait. Henry Cavill can be in everything, and I'll watch it. You know how he works out, right? Gets his cardio in?
How?
Sex.
Of course he does.
That's what he said. Somebody asked him, and I can't remember. It was like Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or something, one of them. And he's like, I work out in different ways. And he's like, oh, so you do this or this, and the audience starts laughing. And he goes, I think they understand. Talking about people with swords, let's talk about the big man with the sword.
He-Man?
As of this week, filming has wrapped on the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. They released a couple of photos, but it was just backgrounds and stuff like that and shadows. But here we go. This is our first kind of look at He-Man.
And who's playing He-Man again?
That was Tom. Of course, she asked me. Why do you always ask me questions?
I'm just asking
questions.
You shouldn't answer to.
Yeah, you always do this to me.
Giving
you always
the,
do this to me.
Giving you the.
But also, who just ruined that he's going to be making? Who's ruined that he's going to be making a cameo in the movie?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, Dolph Lundgren. Okay.
Dolph Lundgren, the original.
Yeah.
The original. Taylor Swift is out and Sabrina Carpenter is in. That's right. Everybody now has suspected, and it looks like she might be under signed a contract because she's also doing other stuff with Disney right now, that Sabrina Carpenter is going to be Dazzler in the new Avengers Doomsday movie coming out.
Huh. Okay. Taylor Swift doesn't really need to do anything to make money.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, okay. Sabrina Carpenter will be a MCU character. Cool.
Oh, man. Yeah. So I'm down for that. Let's see here. What else we got? Frozen is going to be released. Frozen 3, just like any good movie, is going to be released in 2 parts. Frozen 3 Part 1 and Frozen 3 Part 2 will be coming out later next year.
Are we going to have to watch those? We're definitely. We have to watch Elio at some point too, right? We have to watch Elio. Right? It's pretty good. Elio? The new Pixar
We got to
movie?
watch Minecraft. It's like the #1 movie of the year, and we haven't watched it.
Do you want to watch that as our streaming film next week?
Might as well. Then make it easy.
Okay.
Why not? I'll make it easy. Just came out Friday.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, get your popcorn ready for the screen when they say cock, what is it? Rooster saddle or something?
Chicken jockey.
Whatever. I say cock jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Yeah, I'm just,
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, get some ready for some live with chicken.
That sounds like Jack Black. Yeah. Something too.
Glenn Powell is going to be doing a sequel of a '90s Kurt Russell movie classic.
Well, Glenn Powell, is that regularly handsome? What's the movie?
Backdraft.
Is he gonna play the son of Kurt Russell?
I don't know. That's just a thing. Insider says that the report, while the initial details are not positioned to sequel to Backdraft, it certainly seems that Glenn Powell is the one that will be taking the head lead.
I saw previews for movies this weekend that I can't wait to see, and that's not one of them. But
there's a bunch. There's a bunch.
I know,
There's a bunch.
Yeah.
I can't even list them all.
Naked Gun looks hilarious.
Oh, I know. I told you it was going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah,
You're like, I don't know about it. I remember when I announced it to you. I was like, Liam Neeson. All right, if you
didn't tell me.
else,
You didn't tell me Kiva Schaefer was part of it. He was part of the whole.
Yes, I did.
Okay, fine. All right. Well,
I listed the entire cast one day. Almost.
It looks very funny. It
looks hilarious. Talking about a cast that just got added more to the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping, just added Billy Porter and Glenn Close have just signed on to be part of it.
She does weird stuff. Like she does a lot of sci-fi and like Marvel stuff now. You know?
She does everything. She does everything. I think she's just good at. I think she's just one of those actresses that doesn't want to get bored and stuck in the same role.
And she's fun. She likes to have fun.
Yeah, she's fun. Meet the Parents 4 has now confirmed that all 3 major stars will be returning to the franchise. That's right. Robert De Niro, Ben Stiller, and wow.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson, everybody. That was a bad reference.
Yeah. It was like a mix between but wow. Yeah. He'll be in it. It's weird.
It was like.
Yeah, it was like that.
And last but not least, I think the biggest news of the week, going to be a part of an MCU movie for the first time. It has been confirmed that John Bernthal, aka the Punisher, has signed up for Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah, I did actually see this. This is someone who came on my feed, and yeah, I wonder what, like, it's being made finally, and it's a strange feeling to see how it's gonna be without MJ being, his boo in this. So
Yeah, it's going to be weird. I think it'll all be weird, but you know what? I think we'll get through it, man. I think not one of us will suffer any
emotional damage.
And that's the news. That's the news. We talked about stuff. Things came out of our mouth. We said words. We put stuff with words and stories to keep you informed, to keep Chris informed, and everybody in Chile? Is Chile where like a lot of people listen to us?
I don't actually. I try to figure out where there's someone in Ireland that comes visits our website pretty often. Someone in Ireland.
Yeah, wasn't there a couple that said they listened to us and they're like from Portugal or something like that?
Something weird. I've met a few fans in the wild, or they said at least, "Hey, I know your podcast." I'm like, "Do you? Do you really?" But
do you really?
Yeah.
Well, somebody has to be. We're getting views and people are listening, and so I mean, but Chris, let's talk about Ballerina.
Ballerina, that's directed by. Shit, I don't have this up either, Neil. You gotta fire me. I'm terrible at this.
What the hell, bro? What the hell? This is the day we both have a heart out, and you're like, I'm just gonna fuck
but
around.
Our heart out is, it's fine. It's fine.
I know. I'm just kidding, man. Chill.
Directed by Lynn Wiseman. This writer Shay Hatton and Derek Holstad. This stars Anna Armas as Eve.
My mom was so strong.
This also stars Ian McShane, returning as Winston.
Oh, you can take the Continental, I've no doubt about that, but keeping it, that's a different matter entirely.
Angelica Houston as the director.
I have it on good authority.
Gabriel Byrne as the Chancellor.
You're not Phil. I never wanted to go away.
Also, this has Lance Reddick as his final role was in this one. Norman Reedus as Daniel Pine.
Oh wait, it's my turn, right?
And finally, Keanu Reeves makes an appearance in this one as the amazing John Wick.
I had a kid.
All right. So Neil, give us the summary of Ballerina.
Is there a summary?
Is there? I don't know if there is actually.
It's just the one line anyway, no matter what we do. An assassin trained in traditions of the Ruska Roma organization sets out to seek revenge after her father's death.
So here's what I'll say. The first half of this movie was boring as shit. The second half was explosive.
Oh my God, you're mean. You're just mean, man. It was great because I went in and I was just like, I know what to expect.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, that was
I knew exactly. That was 2 seconds.
Yeah.
They're only allowed to play 2 seconds without getting hit with trademarks. Anyway, to me, okay, one, I need to take the thing out of your face because I can't see you and that's just noisy. Anyway, so to me, I went in. My father-in-law got home and he was like, I was like, oh, I gotta go see Ballerina. He goes, oh, I saw it last week. He goes, I'll see it again.
Okay.
That tells you something when someone's like, I'll go see a movie again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I like the opening montage training sequences.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Chris, who said he hated it and
I said it was boring.
You said you're bored to death and you're crying.
That's what I was doing.
You're like, oh my gosh, why? Why is this taking forever? But anyway, yeah. So the first half of this movie is kind of relatively slow, but I do have to admit that as soon as the great Keanu Reeves joins in and he starts saying, you know, what he does and what's going on, there was just like things And then the reality of this that took me out of the movie for a moment. And I was just like, man. So without giving too much away, this the basis of this movie is like Ballerina is trained differently than John Wick because she's small, little, and she has to fight differently.
Oh yes, Neil. I had a problem with this too. It's that they talk about that and they don't do any of that later on in the movie. They don't use that.
They do.
Well,
she used more grenades in a movie than I have ever seen in any movie ever. It was grenade kung fu or a grenade fu.
And Neil, as you all know, if there's metal in front of it, you're impervious to the damage from.
Yeah, you don't get killed by the grenade. There was 142 grenades in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find one picture of a grenade though, which was weird.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite scenes in this entire movie is that it? No, that's not it. There it is. Boom. There is a flamethrower fight at one point in this movie.
Which you gotta have at this point.
Yeah, you gotta have. I mean, that was original.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen two people fighting with flamethrowers?
So Neil, here's the thing: you never see it ever. And here's the thing about this movie is that it's what they did is they took all the stuff they couldn't fit into John Wick, and they're like, let's have these fights happen in this movie. So it wasn't a bad movie, but it's also, I can't say much about it.
Oh, I can. I gotta see John Wick.
But
because we all knew he was going to be in this movie, so it's not like that's a surprise. But we got to see John Wick for a little bit, and I liked knowing a little bit more about the world, like the Angelica Houston. What's it called?
I really love the continent. I love the assassin world. That starts really fun.
But this is where my argument comes in, or where my argument is. I feel like I just saw this movie.
Yeah.
And its name was Black Widow.
Except
for Black Widow had more humor. Wait a minute. No, I just saw this movie and it was called Red Sparrow. I mean, like,
I think the fight sequences are better than both those movies in this. But it's basically John Wick with Anna Armis.
But this is my thing here is how in the last 5 years did 3 movies come out where the girl is trained at a secret agency that nobody knows about in some secret Russian area.
But no, we don't watch the movie for the story.
What the hell is going on in Russia that they're training everybody to kill me serial killer?
I know, but no one gives a shit about the story for this. You're there to see the fight scenes, right? And that's fair. I love the Continental part. I do like the assassin underworld part. But the problem is they tried to do a series on that, and it was so fucking boring that I stopped watching after the first episode. But this movie was okay. I liked the fight scenes. That's not to say that there weren't some eye-popping, electrifying sequences in this, but all the rest of it I didn't care about. I didn't find Anna Armis' character all that compelling at all, really. Or any of the other characters that compelling. The fight scenes were great, and that's what I could say about this. So to me, it's good. It's just I don't know. That's what I worked out.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. I kind of liked it. I liked the fights.
Yeah.
The only thing I liked when we get to the village, and I don't want to really ruin that much.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about the village was it was in a cold, icy town, and not any stairs outside had railings, everything inside had railings.
I was also weirded out. She was driving on them like she's in a spin out on that icy road.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you're in a really nice Mustang from America
Yeah.
and an icy. Yeah, I
And
had
also
that same thought, too.
there was a pothole at the end that I'm not gonna shit on, but it was the one I was thinking about like the whole time it was in. I'm like, wait, did they just not address that part? That was
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There's a couple things that was kind of shy, but also reading up on this and getting the facts about this movie was that not Les, who's the guy they say directed it, but who the other guy, the guy that directed the John Wick movies.
Was it Chad?
Yeah, Chad.
Okay.
Chad actually had to come in and like do like 100 different, like almost 2 months of reshoots.
Yeah, and that was the movie was pushed back a year. It was supposed to come out last summer, and it came out this summer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
the whole point
Derek,
was
you're
the
not
whole
Derek,
yeah. The whole reason was because it didn't look anything like John Wick.
Yeah, that's what
So how can it?
that's what we wanted, you know.
Yeah, you can't send out a movie about a that's coming from the same universe and have it look completely different if you want the audience to be happy with you. And that's not saying you can't do that everywhere and people can't have their own different and all that. I'm just saying with this particularly, you can't put the name John Wick on it and not be like John Wick.
So we need to discuss why you think it didn't strike as well as as John Wick movies. That this movie didn't do that well at the box office, and why do you think that is?
It's a girl.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Like
100%, it's a girl.
yeah, and that's to me that's upsetting. That like it was because of that.
That is very upsetting. Yeah, but that's the truth.
Like Anna Armas kicked ass in this movie. She was on top. She was strong. She was independent. She was lethal, and there were great fight scenes and stuff. Like fantastic stuff you'd see top notch scenes anywhere else.
Yeah, a lot of people still can't. I don't know why. I don't know what's in their head. I don't know what kind of world we live in where people can't just wrap their heads around. Girls can do things too, but and I don't want to comment on that, but that's a truth of our society. It's just like literally like, oh, it's a girl fighting, like. And so, I can't comment on those people, whatever, but I enjoyed it.
It was a John Wick light movie. Yeah. So
it was like John Wick-ish. It was very good. I liked it. It made me happy in my buttocks.
All right, what's your score in this?
I'm gonna give this a 4. I liked it. I'm gonna give 3.9 because there are some places that are kind of shaky to me. So I'm gonna go 3.9 because I got to go above the movie we just saw by far, and I don't want it to be like this movie changed the world. It didn't. It had some good scenes. I liked it. 3.9 easily.
3.7, and that's because it delivered what I thought it'd get. We got delivered with the great fight scenes and Anna Armas kicking ass. And that's what we got. So I'm not upset with this movie. I'm glad I saw it. It was entertaining for an afternoon. The hot heat, because fucking hot as shit where we are. I think Neil's in the 100 degrees. I'm like in the late 90s. It's hot as shit outside, dude. So
you know how I get over like the heat and stuff like that?
What's that?
I sit there, I get on my knees, and I just pray. And when I say
his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry doesn't really exist. He's just your parents.
Neil on RunSmiths.com. What is the audience score for Ballerina?
Ballerina from the audience is going to get I'm going to go 83%.
93%. The audience, the people,
damn,
the
10 points down. I suck. At
the
this
people
game.
that saw this movie really liked it, but a lot of people didn't see it, which is, disappointing. All right, Neil.
Weird.
Well, there's audience says on this one. Anna Armas is a lethal and graceful action hero in Ballerina, a stellar pivot from John Wick franchise that stylishly delivers a new violent dance with death. Neil, what was the critic score for Ballerina?
63.
Actually, it's 76, certified fresh.
Damn, I thought they were going to go lower because usually they don't like action movies in the good old critical world.
When you get movie action movies that have like a following, they sort of lighten up a bit. But here's the critics' consensus. Equipping a steely Ana de Armas with creatively brutal action choreography and a pleasingly kooky origin story, Ballerina pirouettes gracefully onto the Wickerverse's center stage. I'll read a bad review and a good review. Bad review from Brandon Collins at Union Popcorn says, this ran 30 minutes too long and felt more disjointed and awkward than I expected. The stunt work was incredible. And this is from Brian Viner of Daily Mail UK. He says, it's propulsive, action-packed, and quite thrillingly bonkers. And it was bonkers, but it was fun.
You know why?
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
They were gun fu fighting as well too.
They're gun fu.
But this is in theaters, guys. You guys see it. I was in a theater yesterday, and it was pretty much packed. It was a small theater, but I mean, it was. We saw it the day of opening day for 28 years later. We saw it that day, and our theater was packed. So we had to get the handicap seats. Oh man.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But I hope that I hope that it makes its money back. I think it will. And I think that next week we are doing 20 years later, 100%, and we're doing Minecraft movie. But
either Minecraft or Love Hurts. We never did Love Hurts either.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll text me.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk about
it. But definitely 20 years later.
But yeah, 28 years later for sure. That's going to be there. I have to go.
Okay,
I have to go to an NBA game. He has to go get because his eyeball's bleeding again.
Guys, I'm not bleeding anymore, but it's fine.
We're bleeding. We're bleeding from the anus.
So Neil, I will tell you. You guys don't know this about what there is for a thing, but I got turned a little bit the night before when I saw MJ Linderman in The Wind down at Truman, which is great. And I think that the whiskey thing in my blood caused spontaneous bleeding in an eye, the hyphema, and it was gnarly. It didn't hurt, but I was in the emergency room with people who were like writhing in pain. I was just kind of sitting there like my eyeball hurts.
My eyeball's bleeding. I'm a bitch.
Yeah, I felt like I had imposter syndrome. Like I shouldn't be there, but I was there. And by the time I actually got to see a doctor who knew what they're doing, it had mostly cleared up. So I was like,
"That's good."
Yeah, but
that's good.
But I still spent 12 hours trying to see a doctor for this thing. It was fucking insane. Yeah.
I mean, damn.
All right, you guys find us on moviesonsuck.net. We're on Facebook.com/podcast. You guys want to send an old-fashioned email? info@moviesonsuck.net. We get those. Those are fun, old-fashioned emails, right?
Emails?
Yeah. You guys find us on Instagram and see this podcast. We're on Blue Sky. Whoa, indeed. You can find us at Blue Sky, Movies Don't Suck podcast at .social.bsky.com. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. If you guys want to visit our friends at w2mnet.com, it's number 2, Movies.net. You'll find really cool podcast there with our friend Mark. We will do him on very, very soon. I'm going to try to reach out to him, see if we can get that going. Again, because he's a great guy. We're also, if you guys want a shirt with our logo on it or other shirts Neil's made, say hookers and blow. Things I don't, we don't really do.
Yeah, all the kinds. We got on some of our catchphrases. I got little things on there. I'm going to go in there probably this week some point and just maybe work on a shirt too. Put a couple more out. I have a couple ideas I have written down.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can go movies. You guys T Public and search Blackwood Dash Productions. You'll find stuff, shirts for their stuff on and stuff Neil's made. Or go Bonfire.
I don't even know if that's PG.
It's not. It's rated R. And if you guys want another shirt, like go to Bonfire.com, search Movies Don't Suck, and something you'll find our stuff there. If you search Movies Don't Suck and something to do with the whole thing. And if you guys want a sticker, go ahead and send us an email or send us a message on one of our socials. We'll get back to you with like less than an hour. I swear to God, I get those notifications. I get right on them. And anywhere you find podcasts, find Movies Don't Suck and something to do. Neil, what do we for small businesses?
you got a small business, we'll be more than happy to promote you right here on Movies Don't Suck and Some That Do. To our thousands of listeners and millions of followers, all you got to do is email us, message us, just talk to us on the middle of the road. Ooh, I'm going to take some stickers and stick them places while I'm in OKC.
Yeah, good, please do that.
All right, but anyway, make sure just listen to us, let us know, and we'll be more than happy to promote you right here on the podcast.
All right, what's got you got again? Go to I got other stuff to do, right?
Oh yeah, it's time. You know what time it is, Chris?
What's that?
Yeah.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it!
Basketball.
Gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it!
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how hard you try, if every ballerina just dances in your life, you can get sad. You can go deep undercover to any bar to get rid of her thoughts. Have a good day.
See you guys later.